You know, we live in a world that is so divided where everyone's either on one side of the fence or the other. They can't agree on anything. I think I've found something that everyone can agree is the ugliest, but one of the best guns. Here comes the Hi-Point 45 carbine. Let's get it. Oh yeah. I honestly don't know how many rounds I put in here because this mag's kind of stiff. Hi-Point mag, making love. Slammer forward. What is up, guys? Welcome back to another installment on Green Tea Guns. And today, as you could tell in the intro, which was recorded about a month ago, we're going to be taking a look at the Hi-Point 45 ACP carbine. Yeah, we're just going to go ahead, take a quick look at this thing, do some shooting with it, and yeah, so let's go ahead and get into it. So just in case some of you don't know, this is what a 45 ACP round looks like. It's a bit more chunky than a 9mm. Obviously, this is a pistol caliber, which would make our boy right here a PCC or pistol caliber carbine, which is what that means if you didn't know that before. So going over this thing, we're gonna go from butt to tip here. We've got a spring-loaded butt pad right here, which you really don't see on many guns, but I think it's just such a cool feature, especially for something that costs like $300. You know, this is just, it's interesting, and it doesn't take away from the experience. If anything, it just adds to it. So that's certainly good. You have this cheek rest right here, which I know some of them have like a weird rubbery material that goes on it, so it's like really soft. This one doesn't have that, but either way, it's still a nice place to rest your cheek whenever you're aiming down the sights. So that's very nice. Further on up, I guess, we have our grip, which is shaped a little weird, but it's pretty comfortable. We have our magazine release, which is only on the one side. It is not over here. But even though I'm left-handed, and even with gloves on, I don't ever bump this on accident, so that is pretty good. I've heard a couple people say that if you're left-handed, you might have problems with it, but I have not. And then here we have the magazine, and I believe this is 9 rounds. Don't quote me on that. I'm 90% sure that's what it is, but I can't remember. But yeah, this is the standard one that comes with it. It just goes into the grip like that. Pretty nice. Speaking of magazines, I also have this extendo mag for it. But continuing our overview, we have a safety right here, which right now you cannot pull the trigger. You can't even pull the charging handle the whole way back until you flick it down. And just to show you, we are safe here. Nothing in the chamber. But yeah, that is how you charge the gun. And I think it's pretty nice. I would have liked it to be more of like an AR style, because sometimes this is just hard to press. But either way, it's their $300 gun. You can't do too much complaining about it. Moving on with our trigger, which we did mention before. It's not the best. It's not the worst either, but it's very, very blocky. Trigger guard is a little bit small, but even with gloves, I can still get my fingers in there. And it's not a bad trigger pull. Some people don't like it, but I honestly don't mind it. It is what it is and gets the job done. Here we have our iron sights, which this is a rear one, aperture style, with these like, I don't even know what it is, just like pieces of protector metal on the sides, kind of look like ears for it. So that's what I've been calling them. But yeah, you can adjust it, and then it lines up with our little ring front sight there with a post in the middle, so you can line it up. So far, this thing has been pretty accurate for me, so it's another good thing about this. You know, this is just full positives. We have a Picatinny rail up here too, so if you want to remove this sight, you can just undo the Allen screws. And then moving up, pretty basic stuff. You just have a hand guard with a Picatinny rail, which I have a angled foregrip on, which is my preferred style of foregrip. Feels really nice and also fits the aesthetics of this. And then moving on up, you just have, for some reason, a Picatinny rail right there if you want to put lasers on it. I will not, because I think this is stupid, but I know some people might use it. So, you know, to each their own. And then you get to the barrel, which I forgot to point out, the barrel is 17.5 inches. This is longer than my AR barrel, which 16 inches, that's like the legal amount, the minimum legal amount for a rifle barrel. So this is longer than that, but in a smaller package. But anyways, you also have a threaded barrel on here. So, you know, if you live in a state or if you have your tax stamp that allows you to own a suppressor, you can suppress this thing. But yeah, that's pretty much the overview for the Hi-Point 45 carbine. Pretty cool, pretty alien looking, but instead of me continuing to ramble on about it, let's go ahead and shoot it. All right, guys, so we've got our carbine here. We have our 9-round magazine, which I just rediscovered after I loaded it up. But we've got it here. We're gonna go ahead, slam her in there. We've got, what is it? 2 green tea cans down there. And then, you know, whatever's left in the magazine, we're just gonna take it out on that white bucket right there. So yeah, let's go ahead and do it. And she is good to go. All right, we're going for the green tea cans. Also, just realized I didn't put my ear protection on. Don't do that. If you're shooting guns, wear ear protection. If it'll focus, we have 4 rounds of 45 ACP. This is Browning ammo, by the way. And hopefully we can hit all 4 of those bottles with these 4 shots, because I do not have any more loaded up. Got her loaded up. She's off safe. And she's chambered and ready to fire. All right, going for that Pepsi bottle first. Oh yeah, Gatorade bottle. Green tea can on the left. The thing got obliterated. And the last one. And we missed. We got our last round in there. Go ahead. Get her loaded. And no survivors. That is going to be the end of this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. I had fun, you know, shooting this thing right here. It is just, it's an anomaly, but at the same time, it's just so freaking cool. You can get this for 300 bucks. So if someone's just getting into the hobby or they want something for self-defense, you know, this is a cheap option that works pretty well in most people's opinions. And, you know, there's a lot of accessibility for it just right out of the box. Yeah, like I said, I think this is a really good gun for beginners, or even if you just want to add more to your collection. But yeah, that is going to be everything for the Hi-Point carbine right here. Pretty epic. I certainly recommend it. So make sure you hit that subscribe button, notification bell, like button, comment on this video telling me what you thought of it, and of course share with your friends. That is going to be everything, but as always, I hope you guys have a nice day. Peace out.